Alright, so right now what I'm going to do is show you guys how to turn in a file onto the server. So first, from your desktop, which is basically just your background space, say if I had a program open like Final Cut, what I'd have to do is minimize it, and then I would click on my background space. Basically the reason being, if you can see what happens, up at the top, Final Cut's open here, you can see that those controls are up. But if I minimize it, they still stay there until I click to get to my desktop. So from this point, what I want to do is I want to hit go, get down to the bottom here to connect a server. From there, this is the address you need to type in. Actually, what you really need is just the numbers. So 10.3.1.50 is all you really need. And then what you're going to hit is connect. Okay, from there, there's actually one of two ways you can do this. One is by using a connected server, a server name that you've been using. These should be your last name with your first initial. It may be something else, but if you're not sure, just make sure you ask. For me, though, I'm going to use my server name, and then I'm going to type in my password and hit connect. The other way to do this would be just simply going as guest, but you're going to have restrictions then. So I recommend using the registered user and connecting on. Now, the next screen you're going to get to, you can actually access a couple things here. One would be the iMovie, which is actually where you go and turn in your files. So that's really important to know. The other thing, though, is your actual name or your desktop for that network server. So this is my way to connect onto that server account. And so I can go there and get to my desktop through here. But in terms of turning something in, I want to get into iMovie because that's where our turn-in is this year. All right. On here, what you want to go to is, depending on the class you're in, make sure you go into My Name, Bickus. Open that up. And then you're going to have different hours, which are labeled by color and by name. So if I was, say, in the 4th hour digital media class, I would open that up. And, all right, this is my Surrealism project. I need to then go get my project and just drag it into that file. Okay, and I would just be able to drag and drop it in, and that's how I'm going to turn something in.